Yeah. It's fourth quarter closer. Yeah, I forgot that last part, huh? But nah, man, if you never heard of me, man, you heard now. Fourth quarter closer with the new expansion draft for my Myleague series, for our Myleague series. Hopefully everybody gives me some feedback on the choices I make, front, back, side to side, whatever you feel is necessary, good, bad, ugly, I'm cool with. So I wanted to tell you guys, number one, thank you for stopping by, checking me out, man. This expansion draft is real. It's time, so I'm here. We here, right? So the baseline for this is something I'm gonna really rock with. Really, it's gonna be somewhat defensively and offensively. Not somewhat. I want to be strong on multiple levels, but obviously for expansion draft purposes, I'm looking at this, and it's not gonna be the greatest. It's not gonna be the prettiest. It's gonna be hard because the game is challenging. It's not easy. You can't just drive by people. It's definitely perimeter centric, and that's okay. So my first pick is actually, I think I'm gonna rock with Tyson Chandler. I like Tyson Chandler overall. Severely slept on now. This man has been in the league for a long ass time, and surprisingly, he's still viable, man. He can still do some things. Definitely defensively, man. He's a beast though, for real. So my next choice I'm gonna rock with is Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin is slept on in many facets, in many ways. He's just had some injuries, and Linsanity, I think it's still possible, man. I think we can rock with him and do some damage out here, man. I think he's a decent choice for the second pick. So the computer, they're gonna go through here and they're gonna select somebody that's probably got a high a high salary. They don't really care. They're just looking at ratings, and I guess that's just the way the game is generated, the way it's made. But I wish it was a little better as far as just the choices are concerned. So Wesley Matthews is pretty much a shooting guard / small forward. I could play him at both positions, and I think 3-and-D is excellent for us and what we're looking for. He's basically capable of doing everything. So as this next pick comes up, and I apologize for kind of going through this pretty quickly, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the picks that I'm actually choosing, because man, it's gonna be a long season, but I'm looking forward to it. In my first game, man, obviously this is pre-recorded, so it's definitely interesting, man. There's some entertainment to be had. So I hope you guys enjoy that when it does release. I plan on doing that very, very quickly. As you go ahead and get to this gameplay, man, because I'm excited. So I think the next choice I'm gonna choose, just because my man played for Washington, still pretty young. He can shoot mid-range, decent from long range. Mike Scott, power forward. I think he can do multiple things. So my next choice more than likely will be a small forward here. I apologize if I may miss this, but as I'm looking at it and I'm going through the selections, I'm looking at the small forwards because I know how I think. I'm gonna choose somebody I feel is, number one, not locked into a crazy contract. James Ennis is probably decent. There's a couple of other guys up here available. I like Furkan Korkmaz. I don't know if you say that right, if I said that right or not, but I think that he has a lot of potential, man. If you guys watch this dude during the summer league, and he did some damage. Matter of fact, I've been watching him during the preseason, and he's looking pretty good, man, for that position. So let me see, who do we go with? Mute, James Ennis, Harris, Kit Gilchrist, Joe Harris. I don't really know shit about Joe Harris, man. Why am I still here? And keep it moving. I've been looking at this dude like, yo, he's gonna do some damage for us. I guess I'm looking at the salary or whatever, but Sam Decker is probably, I think he's got a high potential as well. But I'm not gonna rock with this guy, man. So James Ennis is the guy. James Ennis is the guy. Let's go. All right, so I didn't know Robert Williams was available, bruh. Oh, fuck. I really wanted him, man. Yo, he's actually balling out during preseason. What's funny is this man is basically from the same place that I live. right now. Currently, I'm a East Coast guy, but real talk though, this dude is, I don't know, man. He's kind of struggling with his decision making, or he was struggling. So I heard he actually lives right outside the training facility, some apartment complex or something right outside there. I'm sure it's not an apartment complex because he's got some bread now, so he's probably a condo or something like that. But yo, man, get your shit together, Robert. Yeah, my man was out here at Buffalo Wild Wings the day he got drafted, and he like overslept because he got drunk and was celebrating and shit. Maybe I would have did the same shit, but I mean, bro, you got millions on the line right here, and if you get classified as some kid that just don't accept responsibility, then listen, man, you're not gonna get picked, man. They're not gonna keep you. You're gonna get sent to the NBDL. Next thing you know, you're gonna be the nicest one out there. You know what I mean? So, as I'm looking, man, I picked up Tyler Kavanaugh. What motivated that was more so his offensive talents. Anyway, yeah. So that's basically the reason why I made that choice, was just his offensive ability. Corey Joseph, I think, is also somebody that would help us out. Just on the initial, the initial first season, and hopefully he might be able to make his way onto the starting lineup if Jeremy Lin decides to go. But I mean, I feel like I'm making decent choices right here so far. So my next choice will more than likely be Dorian Finney-Smith. Yes, Dorian Finney-Smith is the way to go. He's young still. He does have a lot of talent, and in Dallas, I think he's a little unappreciated, coming behind Harrison Barnes. So I think he can play both positions. He's fairly, he's kind of long, pause, but he's a long athlete. I think he can do most things. He can shoot, at least perimeter-wise, and also he can do a couple other things too. He's not overly athletic, but he's a decent cutter. As I'm looking at these other guys' choices, man, I think my last choice is gonna be a shooting guard. And here we go, shooting guard wise. Let's see what we got here. So looking at my choices, man, more than likely I want to rock with Danny Green. Danny Green, to me, he's signed for a 1-year deal, $10 million, which is fairly high. But I mean, especially with his level of his play and his career right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and sim it the rest of the draft. They ended us giving us Gary Trent Jr., which I'm not mad at the choice. That gives us 3 shooting guards, and I'm cool with that. I think I actually like Gary Trent, from what I've seen during preseason. So, I don't know how that translates to 2K, but as far as that's concerned, I feel like, we're gonna do well, man. This first season is gonna be challenging though, because of course we don't have any stars right now. I'm not making any crazy moves for any kind of stars, man. I'm gonna make it realistic as possible. So as you guys, go and check this out as you review the roster itself. So I'm going through here and I'm gonna check the roster in a second. All right, Jeremy Lin, Wesley Matthews, Robin Lopez, Mike Scott, Tristan Thompson. And when I simmed it, they gave me fucking Tristan Thompson, and I was kind of mad at that, yo. I'm like, damn. I mean, they gave me basically one of the most expensive dudes that they had on the shit, because ain't nobody else choose it, but they had to give me the damn dude. Like, I wanted this guy, you know what I mean? He got some golds, and I could probably use him as like a mentor for anybody else. But look at his salary though, man. I remember when, LeBron, he facilitated that signing, and then this dude was a bum for like 3 years during the playoffs or whatever. But then now he was talking about recently don't sleep on this, because we're the Cavs. We was at the semifinals for 3 straight seasons. Like, he had something to do with that. Bro, you was knee deep in some Kardashian gush. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me chill with that, man. I don't want to piss nobody off, but real talk, man. I appreciate y'all coming through and checking me out, man, as I'm just kind of setting my roster up, getting ready for the season to start, man. It's right around the corner in real life too, and I think this is perfect timing. So anyway, yo, check me out again, man. I appreciate the love, man. Fourth quarters, like, favorite, subscribe. You know what I mean?